Welcome all Fire Earth Cusps to your chakra reading for January. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome guys. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. We have Leo, Virgo cusp, Aries, Taurus cusp, and Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. Ooh. Okay guys, let's get in here and see what's going on. At the end of this reading, I will pull individual cards for each sign to see how you're doing compared to the reading. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So right now it's a time to trust within your intuition, trust within the universe, trust with whatever you're putting your purpose out there. Trust that it's going to come to you, no matter how big or how small the steps are. Trust always wins. Trust that the positive movement forward is coming towards you. Wow. Eight of Pentacles coming out. So with good focus, you're going to be able to see this positive movement forward. Just keep trusting within yourself, okay, that it's going to happen. Get rid of the mental conflict. So getting rid of this mental conflict will help you along the way. It'll keep you from being stuck within your mind or stuck at a crossroads where you could cause confusion of where this is coming from, how it's going. Is this going to go in my favor? Just trust, right? Trust is the best way forward. This helps in your manifestations. Stellar gateway activation, infinite potentials, manifestation vortex. Trust that whatever you're jumping at is going to happen. Yes. Wow. Got a big yes card. The only one so far that's had the yes card. Wow. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. So you're definitely going to be seeing some positive movement forward. I feel like a lot of you are already starting to see the building blocks to the situation starting to unfold little by little. I don't think that it's big enough. That's why you're having this kind of like trusting if this is really going to go through, trusting if this is, really happening for me, right? Of course, it's happening for you. Everything we do happens for us. Emotional immaturity, disappointment, some creative blocks. So you could be feeling like you're having some kind of creative blocks that's blocking you from your highest potentials at this time. Make sure that you are using that fire energy that you have within yourself to really dig deep for that creativity. Okay, so yeah. Really walking. Some of you, this could be a love situation. I'm hearing love here, that somebody might be, potentially sabotaging this situation, could be playing victim, and you're trying to trust that, we'll make it out of this, right? We're going to make it out of this alive. But definitely there's some big disappointments, whichever pillar you're going on, whether it's, love, career, money, material, whatever the situation is. But it says you need to trust within the situation so that you can, and just persistently keep going forward, even if it, just having that trust will help that pain go away, right? As you're healing through the situation and really going, just keep going after your passion. Okay, using that inner strength. It says, yeah, I have some doubts over here that this might not work the way I want it to work. Just trust that whatever the situation is, that it's going to come out for you, no matter what the situation is. Okay, it's going to be helping you. It looks like you are manifesting something that you're waiting for a big turnaround. And it is telling you you are getting the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it is the new beginning. It is a new time. There is going to be a fresh new start that's coming towards you as soon as you start trusting within yourself and trusting that the universe has your back within the situation. A lot of you are looking for money, and it's definitely your time to shine over here. So you will definitely be seeing that as you're having a transformation happen over here, guys. Okay, so things are transforming for you. You just need to let go of things that no longer serve you. If you know you really cannot get along with this person, maybe it's time to move on, because we do have the 1111, which is a portal opening for you that's saying this is the new beginning of new things coming for you. Okay, things that are going to work better in your for it's beneficial. That's working for your benefit. That's it. Okay, so no matter what, it feels like things are really changing around for you. You have a lot of cards over here that are talking about endings for new beginnings. I mean, literally back to back, my friends. Literally, right? Because you have one, one, and the 1111 breaks down to one. And even if you want to use the page, is also a one because that's 10. 10 breaks down to one. So you have a lot of cards of one over here. There is definitely something that's happening to you fire earth cusps that is bringing on this big, huge change. And it's pretty auspicious, meaning you're not going to see it coming. So really, the universe really is like, make sure that you put yourself into this place of trusting your intuition, really opening up that chakra for yourself, really balancing yourself for this situation, and then put yourself into the knowing. Once we trust it, we see it, we understand it, we use our intuition, we know it. As soon as we put ourselves into the knowing, then you have the big yes, right? Because now you're saying, yeah, I see this. Yeah, I get it. I know this is happening. And that's definitely what it is, but it says there's definitely something here you need to walk away from, you know, because it's no longer serving you. You do have, you know, he's taking the cup that, you know, seriously in this card, really what I see is he's taking the only cup that's good enough to hold any water. All the other ones are broken. Okay, and he's taking that one cup and he's leaving the rest behind because he says, this is all that I need. This one cup is all I need. I only need this one cup because it fulfills my life. That's my heart. That's where my heart and soul is. I'm taking my heart back and I'm taking what's mine and I'm leaving the rest behind. I don't need it. And that feels right here where you're just persistently going, you know, hey, this is it. I've got the courage enough to say this is mine and I've, you know what, screw the rest, right? Because there's something bigger, better on the horizon over here. As you have this portal, you have two portal cards here opening up. Okay, this is a portal, and this is literally a portal, no matter what. I mean, the 1111 is a portal card in itself. That's, you know, double digits. So that's saying I'm looking at you for this new beginning. I want you to see this new beginning that's starting to happen for you. Let go of what no longer serves you. Do not allow this situation to weigh you down. Trust that as soon as you make room and make space for this situation, you will have exactly what it is you're looking for. And we know it's true. You have the yes card. Just waiting for that transformation. Okay, so going straight to Leo, Virgo. We'll be using the shadow cards. They will help with any blockages, since we do see two cards of blockages. Getting past these blockages will help you move along your way. But first, we're going to use the tarot cards first to see why. Traveling on your way because you feel like this is a burden. You feel like, you know what, this is the ending, but how come it doesn't feel like a real ending? How come it feels like I'm still overweighed? It's almost like I know this is the end, but I'm still carrying these burdens, these extra responsibilities. I don't understand where this completion is. I know it's on its way out, right? And you know you're traveling towards this completion. You know it's almost done. Just a couple more steps and it's all over, right? It's all over, but it's about patiently planting my seeds, patiently knowing exactly where I want to be, cutting my boundaries, cutting things out of my life that no longer serve me, speaking my truth, and knowing exactly where I want my boundaries, where I want my clear thinking, where I want my independence, how I'm going to communicate. So it's almost like communicating this truthfully to the situation and cutting that out, taking my heart and saying, screw the rest, right, is going to help you, yes, relieve yourself from that situation and actually get you impulsive enough to actually take on the adventure that you're really looking for and taking on that positive movement for it. Look at that. Now everything's coming together. So you definitely need to let go of yesterday and really start focusing on today, and don't let yesterday's problems be the focus of the present and, you know, tomorrow, because you don't live for yesterday. We live for today, right? But it does feel like for you personally, it does feel like you are dealing with someone who is weighing you down, who's trying to keep you trapped or keep you from moving forward, keeping you in your mind. Oh, doesn't have to be. It could be anything. A resentment. It often festers, causing a desire for revenge, let go of the past to find peace. There's that sword coming in saying, I'm not dealing with this anymore. And remember, guys, if these aren't your cards, let your discernment come in, right? Because it will literally, usually these cards, what I've found with these cards is that they definitely want to push towards what the real problem is. So you could literally say, I don't resent anyone. I am. There's your block. Good. Good. Get forceful with it. So you just let it out. Now write it down. So that way you don't forget it. Let it unnerve you. Let it make you mad. Say, I'm not resentful. I have. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Write it down. That'll push that right out. Now you just figured it out. Judgment. Okay. Approach decisions with empathy, as snap judgments lead to misunderstandings. Okay. Okay, guys, going on to the next one. So there you go. Okay. And if you heard something else, then, like I said, go ahead and write that down. And that's for everybody. Everybody. Okay, so Aries, Taurus. Or it could even be, too, like it is that, but it's also, bam. Good, you just got through your mental block. I love it. Stirred you up enough to get you riled up to get that out. Okay, Aries, Taurus. Moodiness, disappointment. Could you be dealing with somebody who's a little jealous, or maybe even you feel a little jealous about someone, about someone. Take it how it resonates. There could be some financial loss. So I feel like for you, there could be some disappointment due to some kind of financial loss. And you are keeping yourself in a lack mindset. Okay, so that's really what it feels like. It feels like you're keeping yourself in a lack mindset, whichever way, whether it's within love, I don't have money, I lost my job, whatever that is for you. Okay, but what it's saying is you're blocking yourself and not trusting within yourself to say that I can have more because you keep yourself in a poverty mindset. Okay, which is it's kind of a victim area of self-sabotage. I know not everybody likes that word because it's kind of a harsh word, but when we're talking about ourselves, we have to understand that we do that, though, because as soon as we don't have something, then we keep focusing on what we don't have, and we need to start focusing on the positive and trusting within ourselves and within the universe that just because I don't have this now doesn't mean that we can't turn this around, right? So, so now it's saying don't let this become your insecurity of yourself. Okay, we're going to change this. We're going to change this around. Okay, actually, I'm going to grab another card for that. Even though you already see where the change is coming, right? That's what you're going to let go of. You're going to let go of that poverty mindset. Absolutely. From the devil to the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Right? Because it's very toxic behavior and causes restrictions to yourself from getting out there and really seeing the luxuries of life and seeing what the world has to offer for you, because we sit in this place of lack. And speaking of lack, instead of really focused, see, she's focusing on the falcon. The falcon is where the energy is going of what is possible, what the possibilities are, so we can actually sit in a lack of and not really move to a place or think that we can move to a place, because we get ourselves into maybe even a place of depression. So it says it's now time to pick ourselves up, right? Pick yourself up and start becoming the 9 of Pentacles and seeing where you can travel and seeing the possibilities around you, because this does not have to mean the death of, it doesn't mean the whole world has to die, right? It means that this is what's going on within my life. But I'm going to make that yesterday's problem so I can focus on how to get out of this lack and stop telling myself I lack when I could say, well, I might not have this, but I know that I can have this new beginning. I just need to start focusing on what's to come next, right? That's yesterday's page. We need to turn the page, right? Turn the page. And even if you don't get it right away, it doesn't mean that it's not in the works, right? That's where the patience comes in. Okay, so let's see what your blocks are over here. Need validation, seeking reassurance for your achievements, emotions, or decisions. Well, I just gave you the validation, so I hope that that actually helps for those of you who say that is what it is. There is an Ace of Cups for you. You can heal through this. Set your mind to understand that we all go through things, but we can grow right out of them just as easily as we fell right into that trap, right? Just as easily as we fell down, we can get right back up. Just changing the energy a little bit in the way we're thinking about things. Escapism. Detach from daily struggles and relax, but don't use it as a form of avoidance. Okay, so don't avoid the understanding of this is what this. Okay, so that one's a little hard because I don't want to condescend it because it can sound very condescending very quickly. So what it's saying is don't allow yourself to sit over here and keep telling yourself I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor. And, because that's like that sabotage, right? That victim is. But it also says I don't want you to 100% escape where it's coming from either, because even though you're putting yourself into a mindset of I can have all this, you might still have bills that you have to, unpaid bills and stuff, right? So you don't want to avoid those things, right? You're still going to have it kind of in the back of your mind, but you don't want to get yourself trapped into a place of I can't get out. There it is. Jesus, like, how do we say this? Because it is, and it can sound very contradicting very quickly. But that's not it. You don't want to have a lack mindset and think that the world is dying, but yet you need to but you need to also understand that I'm on this boat to go this way and the positive things are happening, but you don't want to escape into some other reality and make it to where it doesn't exist. Oh, gosh. It's like, oh. I hope that makes sense. Because it's like, as I'm seeing it, it makes total sense and I totally get it. But it's like, am I explaining it right? Because I don't want you to get trapped down a rabbit hole. Man, they made that rough for me. Thank you. Thanks for making it so rough. So just, you know what, just relax, okay? Sometimes, I tell you, it's like, how do you explain that? Okay, so going Sag Cap over here. Now I can see why the Bible becomes so condescending and people find it very condescending. Because it's like you're trying to explain it one way and it comes out. But I thought yeah, I know. I read it too. I seen it too. Is that we have to like pull everything up. So pull that apart. Okay, Sag, over here. You do have the intuition that's guiding you, but you really need to get out of your heart for this one, right? Because this one says, I need you to get into your intuition, but I also need you to be a little head over heart about the situation, because you might be allowing your compassion to overcompensate for what's going on within your life, right? Which would be giving you too many emotions. You're going to have to get mentally clear. You're going to have to get mentally strong within this situation, okay? Because otherwise all it's doing is distancing you from what it is you truly want, okay? And it could put you into like an isolation mode of what it is, right, that you're going after, or if you're trying to work this out with someone, right? But it's almost like you're kind of, you're definitely just isolating, okay? So you're really going to you're trapping yourself, really, is what you're doing, okay? So you're really going to have to use your intuition, and then as your intuition pops up, your logical mind will come up as well and say, hey, this is what's going on, and you'll be able to work out the pros and cons. But it doesn't want you to isolate yourself to the point to where you're like in this depressed mode, to where you're not really looking deep within yourself, because the Hermit says you're not looking deep enough, right? He's in reverse. You're not seeing the overwhelming factors of what you could really be doing. It's kind of almost like what Aries Taurus over here was doing. It's kind of almost the same thing. Right? So your card coming out is disconnect, right? Disengaging from the present moment hinders genuine connections. So don't allow the past to become your present. Don't disengage from what's going on. This, like I said, it's almost exactly what it just said in Aries Taurus, even though they want to make it really confusing. Can't you just make it really nice? Okay, roam free. Love yourself untamed and wild side. Follow your instincts and trust your inner voice. There it is, right there, Sag Cap. Everything that it just said, all built into one little puzzle over here. And it has your beautiful Capricorn sitting right there. You know, the wild side. Feel wild. You know, do what it is you need to do. Allow your instincts to just take over. You know, allow that intuition with that logical mind, digging deep within your instincts, and you'll know exactly what you're doing. And that will help you break free. That will get you definitely through the mental blocks of what's going on within the situation. Guys, you guys got some beautiful readings. I'm sorry Aries Taurus yours was so confusing. I don't know why they made it so confusing. I kind of felt like it was done exactly the way it's supposed to be done. Maybe it's not as confusing for you as it was for me. But however, if you did find it to be confusing, just kind of go with what Sag Cap had, because it's almost the same. Almost makes me feel like maybe because I was supposed to pull another card. I don't know. I'm going to let it go. Your overall piece is Crystal Skull Wisdom, Clarity, Divine Healing, High Vibrational Energy. Yeah, just keep yourself in the high vibrational energy. I mean, that's where you're going to find all your wisdom. Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. So really find that grace within yourself, guys. I mean, how beautiful is this? I mean, you have the fire with the earth. You can totally do this impulsively and really grounding yourself in all in one, right? I mean, you couldn't feel any, you know. For me, I think that you guys have it all, right? I'm Taurus, Leo rising, and I just feel like, you know, when it comes to fire, earth, cusps, I feel like they're the ones, because you get to move and shake, and but yet you also, you know, get to ground yourself just enough, right, to where you can catch fire with that passion and really be able to move with creativity. So, I mean, I really do feel like you guys do really have it all when it comes to being cusp signs. The Holy Mountain, Soul Calling, Sacred Journey, and Pilgrimage. So it's really about calling your soul and really trusting within the, you know, your intuition about what it is you truly want. Because you really are on a journey right now, and having all these blockages, just let them go away. You know, get out of that mental blockage, right? Because you have the potentials. I mean, look, you're starting this new journey. I mean, don't tell me you're not starting this new journey, guys, and it's on your way to the Ten of Pentacles. Whatever it is your heart's desire, whatever you're manifesting, whatever your your contributions are taking you to, you know, I mean, you have this ability to really transform, you know, your dreams into something magnificent, right? But I just feel like there's people around you, there's situations that just hold us, you know, hold you guys back. And it makes you, yes, absolutely feel like you're living on the edge. Aerosmith in my head, living on the edge. Okay, so take a chance, do something, and that could be it as well. Maybe you have to do something a little bit different than you're used to doing, right? Really getting out of a comfort zone. Really opening up the floodgates, that's really what it looks like to me. I mean, because you're right there. You're standing right on the beach. You're ready to float. You're ready to go. That ship is literally sitting there, guys. It's ready to dock. And it's coming in little by little by little. But you just have to really trust in what it is you truly want. And then watch the universe take over as you're giving that action. And that's another reason I love Fire Earth again, is because you don't have any, like you're always moving. You're not the one that I'm like going to tell all the time, go ahead and take action. No, because you're already action packed. You're moving and you're shaking. You know? And even if it's not in the physical yet, your mind is always moving. It's always thinking of something. It's always impulsively taking control somewhere. But your downside is when you do get stuck in mental blocks. That's when you feel, and it'll make you feel restless, because that fire inside you wants to create, it wants to go, but it doesn't know where it's going because there's a creative block. And once you guys get creative blocked, it's going to be like the whole world just fell, right? Because then you're going to feel like, I'm not structured. I can't do this. I can't do that. Where am I going? Where am I putting this energy? So you're going to build up this energy, and guys, you're going to become an atomic bomb ready to go off, because you can't really feel like, where am I going? Yep. Like I said, if I could be any sign, guys, that's exactly, for a cusp, that's exactly what I would be. Because I just, there's this piece, that just wants that. And a lot of people want that impulsive energy, and especially enough to be able to know that it's structured and that you can really start building the foundation. It's amazing. And you guys are right at the tip. You're on the beach. Now get ready to set sail. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.